I'm here to tell you why the justice system should screen and treat brain injuries, not just punish people. Have you ever heard about someone doing something wrong, or calling them, or just calling them bad, or like dangerous, something that people just don't see? And like, brain control, how we think and feel and remember, is very important in the way we make our choices. So when people have brain injuries, it can change the person's behavior. I'm not saying that brain injury makes someone a criminal, but I am saying that a brain injury does affect your behavior, the way your memory, decision making, decisions, and impulse control. That's why the justice system should screen people and help treat people instead of only punishing them. I would like to tell you 3 things about the justice system, or even brain injuries and stuff that are affected by it. The first thing I would like to say is how brain injury affects your behavior. Second, I would like to talk about how the different brain injuries and how they can make you like lose self-control, or just the damage of the brain. And the last one is like better solutions, better screening, treatment, support, and everything for the justice system. The first issue I want to talk about is brain injury and how it changes a person's action. It affects memory loss, emotional decision making, and impulse control. Some people may act without even thinking, or get like angry very fast, or even make poor choices. This does not mean every person with a brain injury can be the same way like other people. Some have struggles with their actions. CDC 2024, traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury can affect how people think and how people learn. Brain Injury Association of 2023, brain injury can cause memory loss, bad decision making, and a mood and change in their behavior. CDC also explains that traumatic brain injury can affect how people think and how they behave. This matters because many people in prison do have brain injuries, and I do feel like they should be checked for it. And the mood and many people don't get checked. They just get punished for the things that they do. The National Institution of Justice 2021 says many people in the justice system have a right to screening, and they should get screened so we can help them and support them. CDC 2024 TBI says that it can lead to like short-term memory and long-term memory effects and behavior. Now that we understand the problems, we need to look at the issue and how brain injuries happen. A brain injury can happen in like many different ways. A car accident, someone getting hit, someone falling in a sport. It just needs medical treatment. It can affect like your frontal lobe, which can affect like self-control, memory loss, making better choices. And when a part of your brain is damaged, it's harder for you to stop and think and before you react. NIDS 2024 brain injury says that things can happen from like vehicles, falling, sports injuries, or even assault. Mayo Clinic 2023 says that the frontal lobe helps make decisions, problem solving, and control your impulse. A story that I would like to tell you guys is about my daughter, how she has a brain injury from cancer treatment. I watched her go through so much, and she is how she's affected by her brain injury. And I also learned that there are different ways that you can deal with it, like, because she doesn't remember things sometimes, and she's very emotional. And I'm not saying that brain injury makes you a criminal, because it doesn't, because obviously she's not a criminal. But I do believe that people should understand that brain injury has a lot to do with behavior and controlling your emotions. American Cancer Society 2023 says that cancer treatment can cause like problems with like memory loss, behavior problems, and learning and attention problems. This connects with my story because I live with my daughter every day, and we go through things every day, and I just see how like the brain injury affects her in everyday life. After we look at the causes, I would like to talk about like the solutions to each answer that I'm trying to argue. So one of a solution that I would say is that we need more screenings in jails, programs, just people entering jail, court programs. I'm saying brain injury is not an excuse, and if they did the crime, they should be like doing the time. I do understand that, but I do also feel like brain injury is also a reaction to people's emotions, thoughts, their responsibilities, the way people act. And I do feel like the justice system does need to make better choices with the solution. National Institution of 2021 screening says that brain injury is for settings and can be identified people who need service. Journal of Head Trauma Brain Rehabilitation 2020 says that brain injury can be cared for if you get like rehabilitation, therapy, support from like family members and stuff, or even people that you don't know, and support for like your behavior and your emotions. Treatment can help people because it just makes their behavior better. Some people don't get treatment, some people do get treatment, but I do feel like the right type of treatment, like even like medical care, counseling, therapy, supportive programs, can also like make a person have a better chance and not get in so much trouble. And that's why I feel like we should do screenings in jail. Brain Injury America of 2023 says that people have the rights to get treatment, support, service on a day-to-day basis. And CDC 2024 says getting care and the support can also help recovery with your brain injury and just make things a lot better. To conclude my brain injury speech, I would like to say that this should be really taken serious today. That we talked about like the solutions and the problems and the causes, and just, you know, that I just feel like brain injury can affect people thinking and how they act. It can be caused by like accidents, violence, sports, medical treatment, just anything. And the best solution for the justice system is to start screening people and giving treatment instead of punishment. Brain injury does not mean that you're a bad person. It might mean that you need help in different ways, but I would like to say that we should not just ask someone like if they had a brain injury or anything. We should also support them, and if we do know that they had this brain injury and they don't get help, that we should push the issue to make things happen the right way. Thank you.